Hi friends, I hope you are doing well, and I pray that you are able to celebrate with your family this week and remember what this week means. And with that, I thought I would do something a little bit different today. And I know many of you have seen these. They are the resurrection eggs, so I thought I would tell the story of the resurrection eggs to you. And hopefully you will learn something, and if you know what some of these means, hopefully you can help share them with your moms or dads or brothers and sisters. So I'm going to open up an egg, and inside each egg represents something, symbolizes something for this week, what represents something about Christ and what he did before he died on the cross for us. So the first one, let's see what's in here. It is a donkey. What do you think that would represent? Can you think of anything? I think it's because Jesus rode on a donkey into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, which we just celebrated a few days ago. Let's see what the next one is. Oh, the next one are silver coins. What do you think those represent? Remember there was a guy that got money for telling people where Jesus could be found. Remember what his name was? Judas. Judas got 30 silver coins for telling the guards where they could find Jesus. The next one is cup. What do you think that represents? Any ideas? Remember, Jesus went and he had dinner with all of his disciples, and he had what is called the Last Supper with them, and they shared the wine and the bread, and Jesus broke it and told them that he was going to die for them. This, praying hands. Jesus went to the garden and he prayed, and he took time to meditate and pray to God about what was going to happen. He even asked God to take it away from him if he could, so he wouldn't have to die. But Jesus knew that he had to, so he could spend eternity in heaven with him. What do you think this represents? It is a leather. This represents the whip. Jesus was whipped and beaten before they nailed him to the cross. The next one represents the crown of thorns that they put on his head before they nailed him to the cross. And this one there's 3 nails here. What do you think that's for? It's for when they nailed Christ to the cross, in his hands and in his feet. They nailed him with a dice. Ooh, you might not know what that one represents. But the people that nailed him to the cross, they rolled the dice because they wanted Jesus' clothes. So they were rolling to see who would get the highest roll, to see who would get his clothes. This is a spear. This is what represents, they jabbed Jesus in the side to make sure that he was dead. So they poked him in the side when he was on the cross after he died. This. They wrapped Jesus in cloth. After he died, they wrapped him in cloth and they put him in a tomb. What does the stone represent? The stone they rolled it in front of his grave so that no one could steal his body. This is the best one. It's empty. What does that mean? That the tomb was empty. Jesus did not stay dead, did he? Nope, he rose again. On Sunday morning, he rose again. And he did everything that he said he would do. He died for us so that we could live with him in heaven forever and ever and ever. So I pray that you all have time to be together with family, but most importantly that you remember this week how special it is, and what Jesus did for you on the cross, and how much he loves you and how much I love you. And I pray that you have an amazing week, the rest of your week, and that you are healthy and happy and getting lots of exercise and listening to your parents and just being kind to everyone. And I will talk to you next week.